Hi guys, so I'm here to talk to you about cloud mining versus mining with hardware like your own Antminer. I touched base on this topic yesterday in my video. I did some calculations. I bought some hash rate on Hashflare, and I'm going over it more, and I'm looking into it, and I'm thinking that it's more profitable to do this through Hashflare. And I'll show you the reason why I'm thinking it's more profitable to do it this way, and I'll show you the calculations, and I'll let you guys, kind of figure it out for yourself. But let's get started. So I'll start off by saying, yes, I do have an Antminer. This is my slush pool account. We'll reload this for you guys so you can see what I'm making daily right now with an Antminer. So my daily reward is 0.00178, and that's my daily reward. You can see, we're still finding blocks, we're still a productive pool, but we keep getting more active workers, and that means that my contribution to the pool is less and less and less, which means my rewards get less and less and less. So, in the end, yeah, I'm averaging 13.5 terahashes, but it's not really worth it for me to continue mining this way, I feel. So that's why I'm looking into cloud mining. So right here, 13.5 terahashes at 1350 at 10 cents. This is what our profits will roughly be after 1 year. So not too bad, right? Well, if we look at this, don't mind these calculations. I'll get to that in a second here. And this was 2970 is how much it would cost you to buy 13.5 terahashes on Hashflare. And I'll show you that. So if we were to buy 13.5 terahashes right now, it would cost us $29.70, right? So obviously we don't want to do that because, we might want to do that. I don't know. It's up to you. But when you look at the profits, okay, so you're looking at, a $7,000 profit versus when you're looking at this with, we're not factoring in hardware costs right now, or we're not factoring in hardware costs right now. So and this is going to be 1350 at 10 cents. And we'll put the 5,000 so you can see how long it would take for you to break even. Okay, so, and if you recall, so this one, you're going to break even in 151 days. We'll say 152, round up. This one, you're going to break even in 313 days. This is with the Antminer. This is with cloud mining. Also, if you look at it down here, your profit, because of the electric costs and the pool fees, you're at 5,800, right? So if you want to factor in the maintenance fees, which are they're not very much, but it adds up. They're 13,500. We're going to divide that by 10 because it charges you per 10 gigahashes times 0.0035. So it's $4.72, 73 cents, right? Multiply that times 365. and you're at 1724. We'll say 1725, right? So 7143 minus the 1725 gives us $5,400 roughly, right? And the other one was at $5,800. So you're saving, if you think about this, you're saving $2,000 up front because it only costs you $3,000 to buy the same hash rate on cloud mining versus buying an Antminer S9, which is $5,000. So you already saved your $2,000 up front in startup costs, right? And then you go to, after 1 year, you factor in your power costs and pool fees, and that leaves you with a profit of $5,800. But then you subtract that $5,000 in costs, and you're at $800, right? Whereas if we do this, and this is with cloud mining, we're at the $5,400 after our maintenance fees, and if we subtract the $2,970 for the startup costs, we're at $2,448. So we're at roughly, what is it, 14 or $1,600 more than what we would be at as if we're hardware mining. So altogether, when you factor in all your startup costs, pool fees, or electric costs or maintenance fees or whatever, at the end of the year, your profits are going to be more with cloud mining than they will be with hardware mining. And it shows like if you want to do more, it gets exponentially greater the more hash rates you go through, and we'll show you that here in just a second. Okay, so say you wanted to buy more Antminers, right? And because you want more hash power, the more hash power you have, the more bitcoins you're going to get, and the more profit you'll make in the end, right? So if we figure this out to where we can show both of them on this chart here, this only goes up to 100 terahashes. So let's say we're going to buy 5 Antminers, right? No, that's wrong. I'm sorry. Say we're gonna buy. We're gonna buy 7 Antminers. So that 13.5 times 7 gives us. Yes, here we go. All right. So we're at 94.5 terahashes, right? And we'll just round that to say 95 on here. Because with your Antminers, it's going to be, you have a little bit of variance. More likely than not, you're going to be mining at 95 hashes. So, terahashes. So this is with 7, right? So that $5,000 that we initially invested for just one, we got to multiply that by 7 now. And it's $35,000, right? So this is costing us $20,900. So if we factor these in now to this calculator, so we're at 94.5, right? Or I rounded that up to 95. And that cost us $20,900. So it's saying it's gonna, okay. Wait for it to update. And if you look here, we're still at that 152 days to break even, is what it's saying. And we're at, for profit, we're at $50,000, okay? Obviously, we have some other stuff to factor in, but let's look at this now, right? So we're going to go to, say we're at 95 terahashes, right? And I'm going to say it's going to raise our cost a little bit because, the demand fees and everything. Hardware cost is going to be $35,000. Power is going to be more than that, so we'll take this 13.5 and we're going to multiply that by 7 to get the 9,450 watts. That we're gonna need for 7 of them, right? Everything else looks good. We'll calculate this, and it's showing 347 days to break even. So this stayed the same right here. This rose up a little bit. And then you look at this and your profit is 36,000, right? Now think about this, right? So yeah, 36,000. Wait a minute, you're not factoring in your maintenance fee. You're not factoring how much it costs for you to buy that contract, right? You're not factoring in how much it costs for you to buy these Antminers. So you want us to factor in all that stuff. Okay, 35,000 for you to buy these Antminers, right? So excuse me, 36,812 minus that 35,000. That's your profit after 1 year. You just spent all this money and you only made $1,800. Now, if we're gonna look at it with cloud mining, which to me I think is gonna make more sense, but we'll figure this out here. So 95,000, right? And then then we divide that by 10. And then multiply that by we're going to multiply that by 0.0035. $33 per day. 12,136. Then we're going to add in the 20,000 that it cost us to start up. 33,000, right? And this is the 50,000 right here. So we're just going to round these to even numbers. I'm going to say 50,000 and 33,000 just for the sake of these calculations, right? You're at 17,000. So do you want $1,800 at the end of the year, or do you want $17,000 at the end of the year? It's pretty no-brainer. And that's just if you have that money. Obviously a lot of people aren't going to have $20,000 laying around that they can throw at cloud mining or throw at Bitcoin miners. So really, it's up to you guys what you think is more profitable for you in the end. For me, I gotta look at these pros and cons. Right now, I have an Antminer running. It's loud, for one. The energy cost, for two. I'm gonna have to figure out how to cool down that space. And in the winter or in the summertime in Arizona, it gets hot. That garage is gonna get hot. I gotta figure out how to cool it down, what to do with that heat that's thrown off. And so those are the negatives towards your own Antminer, right? Now with cloud mining, think about it. For one, there's no noise. Two, you don't have any energy costs, right? So three, you don't have that heat that you have to disperse because you don't have that hardware running. So really, it kind of makes most sense in my eyes to kind of gear yourself towards cloud mining. So like I said before, guys, this is just to kind of give you the numbers. Really, it's your own decision to make. If you have any questions, comment below, and I'll try and answer them the best I can. So continue watching my videos, guys, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll try and make a new one every week or every couple days. So look forward to seeing you guys in the future.